How are you, my good learners? Mwalimu John is back here today. Um, like, must come and report on time because before we do mathematics, I don't think the day can be like successful. Today I've come with another idea, but it's not that unique as such, but it's from the research I've done. And depending on the questions people send me, there is this topic I've seen giving our learners much headache. It's about how to work with fraction, especially the division. I want to make it very, very simple today. Please, 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 I beg for your attention. From this concept I'm going to give, you will never fail a question to do with division of fraction. One thing you need to know the type of numbers because you'll find division of fraction by fraction. You'll find division of a whole number by a fraction. You can find division of a fraction by a whole number. Also division of mixed numbers. Remember, mixed numbers can be changed into improper fraction. So at the end, it's a fraction. Let's do it here today and see. First of all, a learner, there are some basic information that you need to have before a new concept is introduced. There must be some previous concept that you must have learned before. And there are some important information that you need to have. People just walk in and start like, oh, we are now given question to do with the division. My friend, there are some information, just small information. The moment you get it, you'll find the rest of the concept is very easy. Let's look at this. I've sampled a few questions here. These questions, they have target. Number one, this one shows division of fraction by fraction. The next one is division of a whole number by a fraction. The next is division of a fraction by a whole number. Then division of mixed numbers, of which, like I said before, the first step is to convert them into improper fraction. So you're dealing with the fractions. Now, step one, look at this. My learners, you need to know the parts of this fraction. The number that will start with here, this number here, it is called dividend. 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 I know you know the other dividend, like the one that is given by companies at the end of the year if you're saving with them. But this one, mathematically, we simply refer the first number here as dividend to mean the number to be divided by another one. The number that you are required to divide by another one is called dividend. Then this one here is called divisor. It is called divisor. The number that we use to divide now the dividend. This is called divisor, the one to your right. So, my dear learners, the moment you understand these two, you will realize that the concept I'm going to give is going to be very easy. So, this one, the one to the left, this is dividend, like we have agreed, dividend. This is divisor. So this one, dividend, a half is a dividend, 5 is divisor. 3.5 dividend, 5 and 2/5 divisor. Now, having that one in your mind, my concept is just a statement, one statement, which is very simple. So, if you're given a question to do with the division of fractions, what you need to do. My statement is very simple. I will rub one just to have a space here, just a space here. If you are asked to now work out this one, you have known your dividend and you have known your divisor. My statement is very simple, is that multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. There's another term that has come up in this my statement, reciprocal. The instruction is that the dividend, this one here, dividend. Now this one here, multiply that dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. So there is this new term that has come up, the word reciprocal. Reciprocal simply means, let's take for example, our divisor here is a third. The reciprocal will now, you just interchange. The denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. So this one is the reciprocal of a third. The reciprocal of a third is 3/1. Now, with this statement here, my learners, I'm still repeating, multiply the dividend. The dividend, let it remain like that. Then multiply it by the reciprocal of the divisor. So how should we go about this one? We are told to multiply this dividend. We were told to multiply this dividend by the reciprocal now of this divisor. Our divisor is a third. So the reciprocal is 3/1. Now, before division of fraction, you are taught multiplication of fraction. So, like you are taught, we can simplify. 3 goes here once, 3 goes here twice. Yeah, so we have 5 times 1, 5, 2 times 1, 2. We can still simplify this. 2 goes here once, 2 goes here, 2, remainder 1. So 2.5, and that's our answer. It is that simple. Yeah, it is that simple. We can do the next question. Remember this, multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. Just one statement. The other question where we are dividing whole number, we are dividing a whole number by a fraction. We are dividing a whole number by a fraction. So we had 6 divided by a quarter. We had 6 divided by a quarter. This is the dividend. This is the divisor. Multiply this dividend. Multiply it by the reciprocal of this divisor, 4/1. And this one, multiply the numerators together. This will give you 24. Then 1 times 1 is 1. So a number over 1 is that number. So 24/1 is just 24. And it is that simple. And Mwalimu John will give you a beautiful trick like that. Look at this, my learners. Why have you been struggling? Multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. Full stop. Next, let's have that question where we are dividing a fraction by a whole number. We are dividing a fraction by a whole number where we had we can have our half. We have our half divided by 5. Just a small trick that I will give you here. In the previous question, you could see me at a given point, I put 6/1. Like I said, a number over 1 is that number. So I always advise my learners to put whole numbers over 1. Why? Just to make them look like it's a fraction so that you can see, yeah, this one looks like now a fraction, so that the reciprocal can be seen faster. So that in this case here, we can have our dividend, we multiply, the reciprocal of now 5/1 is 1/5. Now, if it is just 5 like that, you ask yourself, now reciprocal, what will I do? So always, if you have sum involving division of whole numbers and fraction, whichever side it is, please just put over 1. It will help you see it very fast. So here, numerators, if you multiply here 1 by 1, you get 1. If you get 2 times 5, you get 10. And that is our answer. My learners, does it make sense? Are you getting anything new? It is this simple, imagine. With Mwalimu John, you'll never have stress. Aya, where you had now you're supposed to divide mixed numbers. So you have 3.5, 3.5 divided by 5 and 2/5. 5 and 2/5. 2/5. Look at this. At the beginning, I said like if you have mixed numbers, what you do first, change them into improper fraction. Another trick here, if you want to change mixed numbers into improper fraction, it is this simple. It is this simple. The denominator multiply by the whole number. That is how it goes. Multiply denominator by the whole number. That answer add to the numerator. Multiply denominator by whole number, then add the numerator. Please, it goes like that. Multiplication, then addition. Remember, even in our board mass, multiplication comes first. And in this trick here, do the multiplication first. So have that one in your mind. Now, if you multiply this denominator 2 by whole number 3, you'll get 6. Now 6 plus 1, you'll get 7. Then put it over that denominator. Now do this one. 5 times 5, 25. 25 plus 2, you get 27. Then put over the denominator. You have your fraction here. Next is multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. The dividend here is 7/2. Multiply by the reciprocal of 27/5 is 5/27. Yeah. Now you can see, is there a number that can simplify the numerator and denominator? No. So what do? Multiply the numerators. 7 times 5, you'll get 35. 35. 2 times 27, you'll get 54. And that's our answer. Good. My dear learners, I've given you the possible questions to do with division of fraction. Now, get back to that exercise or test given by your teacher in school. Try this. One statement. Multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. Nothing outside that. Mwalimu John will work with you in all your works of mathematics. In that journey, I'm with you. Please keep on asking me the question. The areas that you don't understand, sending me messages. That is what I'm trying to gather to let me know where my learners is. That is my online learners. I will work with you throughout. Thank you very much and have a wonderful time. Bye.